You are loved at GHS. Stay motivated.
Be proud to wear maroon and white.
You are safe at GHS.
Be proud to be you.
You being here makes a difference.
Ente mujer.
Eres aceptado.
I'm proud to play football at GHS.
I love my cheerleading team at GHS.
My parents graduated from GHS.
Gracias por estar aquí.
I am proud to be a Husky.
I'm proud to wear maroon and white.
I feel accepted at GHS.
My coaches care about me at GHS.
GHS students make a difference.
I'm proud to be a member of the GHS Drama Club.
My coach supports me at GHS.
I am proud to be a dragon.
We're all a family at GHS.
Eres amado.
I loved walking to GHS every day.
My friends make my day at GHS.
Gloversville doesn't quit. Keep pushing.
Gloversville High School has the best teachers.
You are accepted at GHS.
You matter at GHS.
You will always have a friend at GHS.
Hi, my name is Brandon Paul. I graduated the class of 2013 from Gloversville. After I graduated, I attended Herkimer. I swam in college, was an athlete there. I didn't really know what I wanted to do, so I came back home, started working odd jobs, and that's where I found my passion for helping people. That's when I decided to try and become a firefighter for the city of Gloversville. I attended an academy, I graduated, I was hired here, and that's where I've been for the last 4 years. One of the biggest driving forces to be a firefighter in this city came from this school with me. And it was just watching all of the teachers here that helped me. And that really instilled that care to help people. When I was in school, I didn't struggle too much, but in the areas that I did, I had, it was instant that teachers wanted to help me. So that really, that ran deep in my heart, and it showed me that I wanted to help people too. So I came back here and became a firefighter. Ever since then, that's what I do. I live here in the city. My parents were born and raised here. I was born and raised here. And this is home. And when I think of Gloversville, that's what I think of. I think of home. And I think of the people that help people. I think a lot of times Gloversville is talked about in a negative way. But to me, actions speak louder than words, and the good people in this city use their actions, not their words. And I think that is the large part of what Gloversville means to me, is that our actions make us great people. I think that I had a great support system growing up. That was huge to me. But I think if you don't have a support system, then you could be a support system to, your friends, your peers. Really, I just think that we are Gloversville. That's the biggest. That speaks volumes. Is that as a community, the care that we have is this wide. You know what I mean? It's the entire community, and that means a lot to a lot of people. And I think that if you just hold on to that, the care and to help other people, you'll find exactly what you're looking for here.
Hi, I'm Jo Lamanto. I'm a 1968 graduate from Gloversville High School. I've lived here all my life. I'm teaching pre-K. I've taught pre-K for about 40 years in different settings. So I probably have had some of you, and I probably have some of your parents. I'm very proud to live in Gloversville. I feel I learned a lot when I was in the schools here. I had teachers who were wonderful, kind, compassionate. I love teaching pre-K. The pre-K kids are so honest and so caring. But we work very hard about making them understand that we're all unique. There's something good in everybody. And we can all have a lot to offer to each other. So in our community, you need to be part of the community. You need to do things that are going to help the community. And you'd be surprised how appreciative people would be of you. Visit schools, go visit the kids, show them the role model that they need to look up to. Volunteering, whether you stay in Gloversville or you in the area or you move away, you can still remember what you learned in school and you can make a difference. Be supportive of your families. Remember, family is what we have. And we need to listen to what our parents want to say to us or grandparents. They're wise. They have good advice. Take it. Make your own decisions, though. You don't have to follow the crowd. You can do what you think is best. So, seniors, I hope you have a wonderful last year at school, and I wish you a lot of luck when you graduate. Remember, don't forget where you came from, ever, because those are the things that will carry you for the rest of your life. Underclassmen, enjoy your last couple of years at Gloversville, because then you'll be out in the cool world also. But make a difference. That's what you need to do, and you need to be respectful of people. I tell my little kids that all the time. Respectful and treat everyone. We're all unique, but we all have something that we can offer. So have a good spring break, and best of luck.
Hi, my name is Vincent Desantis. I'm the mayor of Gloversville. And I just wanted to say a few words about our little city here and how special this place is for me. When I graduated from GHS in 1966, I went away to college in the New York City metropolitan area. I met a lot of people that were from completely different backgrounds than I was in Gloversville growing up here. And then, later in life, I went to law school. I was in the Army. In the Army, I was stationed overseas in Europe. I did tremendous amount of traveling in different places. And you gain skills, you gain expertise, you gain an education, or you gain a tremendous amount of insight about the world. And only then do you realize what a gem we have here in the city. And I know that Gloversville needs a lot of work. It's been neglected for a long time. It's almost like a garden that hasn't been weeded in a long time. But we are working on changing Gloversville for the better. And you can be part of that change. But what I want to say to you is, by way of advice, is get out there. If you want to leave, go places, acquire skills, acquire knowledge of life. All of those things make you a valuable contributor to wherever you are. And I know that a good percentage of you are going to realize that this place is very, very special. And one of the big special things about it is the size of Gloversville. It's a small city. It's got problems, things that we have to fix with a lot of hard work, but it's possible to fix those problems. They're not as insurmountable as the big problems that people encounter in big cities. So, we're working on changing Gloversville right now. You can be part of that change. If you stay here, be part of that change as a volunteer. Be part of that change, working in our little city. And if you go away, acquire the skills, and eventually, I'm sure that you'll realize what a gem you left back here in the foothills of the Adirondacks. Thanks.
Hi, my name is Marsha Wiener. I'm on the City Council, and I am an alumni of GHS, class of 1967. So what does Gloversville mean to me? Gloversville is a very important part of my life. When I was in high school, I had some rough years. I had some family issues at home that I had to deal with because of a sick mother, and that made high school pretty difficult for me. But I had a lot of good friends who supported me. I had teachers that supported me, and I made it through. And then I went out to FM. In fact, I was one of the first classes to go out to the new school when it had first been built. After a while, I decided to do some traveling, and I ended up on the West Coast. And everybody always thinks the grass is greener somewhere else. And I lived out there between California and Portland, Oregon for about a 10-year period. And then I got married and we moved back to Gloversville. And now that I'm back here, and I've been here for probably 40 years now back, I realize how important this city is to me. After I retired in 2011, at the end of 2011, I decided I wanted to give back to my community. And that's when I decided to run for the city council and become very active in what was going on in Gloversville. It always feels like maybe there's some place that's better that you might want to be, but I can tell you I've tried a lot of those places. And for me, Gloversville is my hometown, always will be, and I'm going to always work as hard as I can to do as much as I can for this city. We're growing, and things are getting better here all the time. We just have to keep pushing forward. And if you're thinking about doing anything, think about the whole picture. Don't think about just leaving town because someplace else is better, because you're going to find that this is a pretty great city. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Jared Johnson. I am a former student of Gloversville High School. I was supposed to graduate in the year 2004. That didn't happen for me as most had planned. I had other plans for myself. I had a very turbulent childhood and teenage years. So with that, I had a very difficult time with school and adapting with what was needed of me to be able to make it through school. And with that, I kind of took a different path, and it was my own, and I don't suggest that anybody take that route, but that just so happened to be what happened in my circumstance. All based on my own decision. That was very much prevalent at that time, that I chose it for myself. I didn't follow anybody else. It was my path, and that's where I needed to go to be able to have the realization 8 years later that I needed to go back and fix what I had fumbled 8 years prior. So I went and decided that I needed to get my GED. Unlike the rest of my graduating class that, you know, took care of business back in '04, I was taken down another path, as I said. I had a higher calling, and I needed to pursue a higher level of education. So I decided that you know, the field that I was in wasn't for me. My passion lied elsewhere. I was working a retail job, and I was really getting into the field of wellness and nutrition and health-related industry. So I decided to pursue my higher level of education through an online College of Sports Sciences, which I still actively continue my education with today. And that's 7 years in the making as of right now. I've been a professional in the industry. I've decided that another calling of mine, actually it wasn't really a decision of mine, it was a calling, that I keep my offering and my passion, what I was doing within the city of Gloversville. I felt that it was necessary that it stay here and I don't move it to another location, due to the fact that I needed to be able to show people that no matter what, you can always turn things around. It doesn't have to be in the fashion that I did it, but it can be done. If you want better for yourself, you want to improve your life, there's no reason why you have to wait 8 years to do it. You shouldn't wait 8 weeks to do it. You shouldn't wait 8 days or 8 minutes. Something that you should take advantage of in the now. You don't have to go backwards and fix things or wish that things were different. Take advantage of every moment that you have and make the greatest of it. That, again, is why I chose to stay in Gloversville, so that I could continue to spread that message and maybe save people some grief and time of having to go back and fix their mistakes that they wish they didn't make.
Hi, my name is David Halloran. I'm the superintendent of the Gloversville Large School District. I am a 1992 graduate of Gloversville, which means that I graduated 30 years ago this year. 30 years ago. So when I graduated, I couldn't wait to leave Gloversville, leave this area, because like a lot of people, I thought the grass was greener on the other side of the fence and it's going to be better somewhere else. So I moved to the Northwest after college and lived in Alaska and Oregon. And when I came home for Christmas and to see my family, I started to realize how beautiful it is here. That there's good people who live here, that the mountains and the lakes and the four seasons that we have started making me reconsider my life choices about where I wanted to live. So when I graduated from graduate school, I moved my family, well, my wife and I moved back to Gloversville and started our family here. I live in the hills just slightly outside the city, and it's been my home for the last 22 years. And we're not perfect, but Gloversville is a place where you have old school ethics, you have beautiful old architecture, you have history, you have nature surrounding us, you have really good people. You have people who care about kids, people who are willing to coach little leagues and Pop Warner football and Little Huskies or Little Dragons basketball programs. You have a beautiful library, you got a safe downtown. It's a small city. It feels like a big village sometimes. You got a great school system with a lot of opportunities, and I hope you take advantage of it. And if you do go away, you can always come back. It's a place that I think will grow on you the older you get. We need kids to think globally, act locally, be part of the solution, help your community. There's a lot of work to be done. The city's already engaging in a lot of efforts to reimagine what downtown Gloversville can look like. Our school system is state of the art. Our facilities are as good as many colleges. So it's a good time to be a Husky Dragon, and I hope you're making the best of your experience. You got to be here each and every day, and it's your future that we're working to make better. So the rest of us, all the adults here, we've chosen our profession, and we're here to help you bust through any perceived barriers you have about what you could do with the rest of your life. So hope you're having a great experience here, and finish strong, and have a great summer. Thanks.
كلنا مختلفين.
Pero en el final del día,
We are Gloversville.